This is why you go to college. This is
You all the way back in the chair?
His shoulders are so big you can't even see the chair.
Put him in a different chair.
The chair is missing.
Put him in a different
It
chair.
looks like he's floating. Nah, he's
Put him in a
good.
different
He's
chair.
good. Man, he's good.
That's just what you know. I'm looking like a little head on a big nut. Like, I don't look like that.
Nah, he's good, man. He's playing. Alright.
I need to put my arms on the inside.
Nah, you good, bro. He's fucking with you.
What's going on? This is Yancey, author and producer of the This Is Why series. Make sure you go now and subscribe to my website, www.newfacemanagement.org. This is why you go to college.
This is why you go to college.
Hey yo, this is why you go to college. New Face Entertainment. Always paid my bills.
This is why you go to college.
New Face Entertainment. New Face. New Face. This is why you go to college.
This is why you go to college.
This is why you go to college.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. State your name, where you from, and your educational background.
All right, Stan Wyatt, right here from Hampton, Virginia. Went to Hampton University, graduated 06, QT5 for those from Hampton. Majored in architecture at Hampton.
Cool. All right, what are you doing now?
Now I'm working for an electrical designer for one major company out here in Virginia.
Okay, so for somebody who's from Hampton and went to school at Hampton University, what came into that decision?
To come to Hampton?
Yeah.
Actually, for me, man, it just is kind of coincidence. I was actually trying to go to another HBCU.
Okay.
And but it didn't work out. The paperwork was a little late, so I ended up going to Hampton, which I think was amazing. That was just a blessing for me, man, because it just kind of worked out.
Okay.
At times when I was young, I wasn't really thinking about college. It wasn't a big thing, but I didn't think I could afford it. But then, you know, my mother and friends and other families showed me different ways of saying how we can get money. You need to get this education. This is going to help you out further in your life, and it's the best thing ever, man. I couldn't be here without it.
Cool.
Honestly. Yeah.
All right. So, did you always want to go to HBCU? Like that was your decision, or you had choices, or you like what came into that?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. I always wanted to go to a black school. Most of the schools I came up in were predominantly black.
Okay.
So that was just second nature for me. That was it. All my families, most of them all went to black schools and said, hey, let's do that. It was just kind of raised that way. So
your decisions, you said there was another HBCU you wanted to go to. Did you apply to other colleges besides for that other one, or like any PWIs, or you just?
I think the only one I applied to was Virginia Tech at the time.
Okay.
I only looked for a lot of schools dealing with design and architecture.
Right.
I kind of decided that in high school. So it wasn't too many, and I was trying to stay kind of close to the area where I was living since we moved in.
Cool.
So yeah, I think that was the only school that I applied to that wasn't
Gotcha.
HBCU.
Right.
Let's see, Yancey. I can't really remember when I met Yancey. I knew at the time I think it was dealing with Keon. That was my roommate back then. I know they were on the same frat together, and I think that's when I met Yancey. Yancey was cool, cool cat from New York, playing a lot of that go-go stuff all the time. I remember that, always bumping in the car. But other than that, he's a cool cat. Very direct and very forward, which I thought was cool. That man, he knows what he wants. He says exactly what he wants. So you just kind of, he makes moves. So I was like, all right, it's a cool cat. Cool cat. Yeah.
So let's talk about the logo and how that came about. Our conversation as far as the logos and the t-shirts and stuff.
I remember, for what I remember, it's been a while, man, since I think Yancey was saying something about wanting a logo for New Face. And I can't remember if, I don't remember the conversation. I remember him saying he needed a logo and asking who can do logo work. And I said, well, I could do something. And as soon as he said it, I've always been designing my whole life, so it's kind of like I get ideas real quick. If you come up with something, I love how it'll pop in my head. So I thought of a logo when he said, I was like, okay, now I can get a logo. In designing the logo, I had an idea for it as soon as we had the conversation, and then I just kind of looked at it where I was like, all right, what's Yancey trying to do with the company, and how I also saw it. So I looked at it and said, I think I got an idea I think will work that will kind of explain everything, his vision for what he told me about it. So I said, all right, came up with this idea, bringing the faces together. I was like, this is more of a, you meet people all over the world when you're in college. So it's just like, man, you got all these people coming face to face in one area and just having a great time, and you're networking, you're meeting, and you never know where this is going. So the idea came up in my head was, I said, all right, well, I think Yancey wants to take this thing bigger than just a local party right here and just trying to show people a good time. I said, man, this thing could be worldwide. This thing could be global. So I was like, man, let's just put the face inside of a globe. And then I said, all right, well, how can we freak it? I said, well, we got to freak it. We got to add something to it. I can't just put a face in a globe. And I said, well, let's put two faces in the globe. Two faces. I mean, you're gonna meet everybody face to face with everybody. Is how I looked at it. Yeah. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. I said, I think Yancey will feel this, and if I bring it, I said, now I just gotta give it. Let's throw some lines, throw something in there to kind of give it a little modern look. And then I said, I'll just present this to Yancey and say, hey, man, take a look at this. If you like it, rock with it. If not, I can go back to the drawing board, or however you want to do it. He said he loved it. And took it from there, man. I said, all right, cool. Glad I can help.
All right. So, like I was saying before, just talking about the doing business together and the way we as college students operated as basically like young adults, and getting things done and handling business and still having fun at the same time. So what was that like for you? Assisting with the T-shirts, like a number of T-shirts that we used to come up with. I always came to you to help help out with that, and having your own screen print, that we didn't have to go to a company to do it. What was that like from your perspective?
I think from my perspective on, I guess the background of what New Face was doing, what people don't see. To me, I felt Yancey did a pretty good job at it. I mean, it was everybody that was involved. I mean, the venues were good, DJs were there. The ideas of saying we need this, we need shirts, promoting, and just everybody coming together to get it done was kind of cool, especially for some kids in college.
Right.
That not everybody even has even thought about or can picture the business side of things. And it seems like, all right, New Face is already on the verge of doing that while we're getting educated in it. So we're trying to learn it, and we're implementing it right then and there, which I thought was pretty cool. So it kind of made everybody step their game up a little bit. Like, all right, if I'm gonna help with the shirts, I'm gonna make sure these shirts are tight. They're gonna be nice shirts. It's for my partner. It's for New Face. I'm gonna make sure this thing is, we're gonna make sure this quality. You're stamping your name on it. Just like what New Face was doing, it was stamping his name everywhere. Like, we do quality venues, quality product, having quality parties or whatever it is we're doing, it's gonna mean something, it's gonna stick. Cool. So I kind of looked at it on that. I said, everybody's got their inner workings. I see everybody was moving, somebody was doing something, somebody's promoting, somebody's making sure the money's right, making sure we got transportation, making sure that the DJs are there, who's gonna be doing what, we got security at the door. I said, oh, okay. I said, man, this is a big thing. Yeah. Where I'm from, man, I'm just used to house parties and just showing up. Nobody's really doing anything, but when you saw it all come together, me looking at it, it's like, oh man, this is dope. This is real grown for just some college kids trying to have a good time, but trying to keep it professional, make sure we do it right. So I thought that was cool.
Cool. All right, and this this documentary is for high school students and college students that are thinking about college and trying to find their way. So I just wanted to ask, if you had a message to any high school student that's thinking about going to college, right there, back at your old high school, what message would you have for them if they wanted to look for you for advice?
I say go, definitely go. For me, in high school, I wasn't really thinking about it. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry if you don't even know exactly what you want to do yet. I mean, when you get there, that's when you're gonna find it out. You're gonna find out everything you want. There's a lot of kids. I watched a lot of people when I was in high school. They just already knew what they wanted. I knew I wanted to design. I loved art. I figured architecture was the only field that I can actually make money in my art. So that's what I pursued. I got to college, I wanted to change it. I didn't change, I stayed in that major. I don't regret none of it. It got me where I am today. I've been designing my whole life. So I'll tell that to people in high school, man, like go to college, man, get there, you're gonna network, you're gonna meet new people, you're gonna learn new styles, different cultures, you're gonna find what it is you like to do in life. All the stuff that you see you want, college is gonna help you get there. You'll get there even faster. You may start getting it when you get there. Kind of how like New Face built.
Yeah.
You know, it was something that started right there. A lot of people don't start till after college, but it's okay. I mean, get there, you'll enjoy it. College was I say one of the best experiences I've had in my life to this day. Everybody I met, enjoyed. I got family and friends for a lifetime. Everybody's been there. You're learning something. I can understand about life. Just prepared. So I say definitely go. See what it is, learn, and you'll enjoy it. It's a good time.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And that'll be it, sir.